Afternoon, Master. Today I'm gonna present you about the reports of our math project report. So the question is, how much money do you get in a week? In the response to growing the discussions between teenager financial awareness. So this is the same as our present about the results. In the way we explore weekly pocket money among grade 10 students in our school. By examining students' monetary results, we aim to gain insight into family economic dynamics, financial management skill, and socio-economic variations within our local and inter-school students community.
Our objectives are: 1. To provide a foundation dataset that can inform future discussion about teenager financial education and economic awareness. 2. Generate insight that may help parents understand the economic experiments and financial perspective of grade 10 students in our local education community.
Topic is population and sample. Students are over subscribed for approximately 4,000 people using the stratified sampling design and the standard table of sample size. Given for 42 samples, collection data collected by using questionnaire in the appearance of Google Form questions sent through multiple sources of social media. The last one, hypothesis. Working around received by high school students in this region will be distributed across a range of amounts, with the majority of students falling within a moderate middle.
Okay, so moving on to the analysis and the conclusion. So how is our data analyzed? Well, our data is analyzed by calculating the mean, median, mode, standard deviation to interpret the level of preferences. So let's start by organizing the data into frequency distributions, which we can see here from the ranges. We translate them into responses. Like for example, 1 to 500 baht is going to equal to 6 responses. We combined all of them together, we will get 42 responses. And now on the second part, which is the statistical part, we can see that the mode here is the most frequently occurring value, which in this case is the range of 1000 to 1500, as seen by the 9 responses that it gets. Now moving on to the median with the order drive. To calculate the median, we'll use the cumulative frequency method, which combining all of them equals to 42, divided it by 2, we'll get the 21st position, which means that the median position is going to be around here. It's going to be around here, around this line, or about approximately maybe like over here. Maybe over here. The median position probably will be over here. Anyway, let's go to the mean. So the mean with a histogram, we will calculate the midpoint of it by combining. So at first, we're going to translate these ranges into actual values, since if we use the ranges, then we will not be able to calculate it, since we could not get an exact value. So we are going to translate them into specific values. So we're going to cut the uppermost value by half, and then we're going to use that value for our calculation. So all of these combined equal to 61,000, and divided by the total number of responses that we get, we will get the mean, which equals to 1,452 baht. Now moving on to standard deviation. Here, we can see that basically we're going to calculate the variance first, and then we're going to use square root to get the standard deviation. So, to calculate the variance, we'll use the formula variance equals sigma x minus mean to the power of 2 divided by n. And then moving on to the calculation, combining all of them together, we will get the number of approximately 19 million. So divided by the total number of responses again will be equaling to 400,000 and about 454,000. Right, and so we use square root to get the standard deviation, which is 674.06, but that is the standard deviation.
The summary. The survey data suggests there is considerable variation in the weekly allowance received by students, with the majority class around 1,000 to 1,500 baht range, but a sizable number also receive significantly higher or lower amounts. The median allowance is in the 1,000 to 1,500 baht range.
There's a concerning trend of students having access to substantial weekly allowance, which may lead to excessive spending and poor financial habits. To address this, parents should evaluate their approach to providing allowance, focusing on instilling financial responsibility and preparing their child for more independent money management in the future. By taking a proactive and educational stance, parents can help their children develop sustainable financial skills and behaviors.
And we also have advice to parents. Number 1, reduce allowance amounts. Many students receive high weekly allowance that may enable overspending. Parents should consider gradually lower allowance to moderate levels that still cover essential but require budgeting. Number 2, transition to less frequent disbursements. Shift from weekly to bi-weekly or monthly allowance. This encourages long-term financial planning and budgeting skills rather than impulse spending.